appears that you've got some great guys on the squad, not just athletically, but just as people. Can you explain to us a little bit about this group of players?
Well, I always take great pride in not only being a football player, but you're a student athlete. And this team has bought into that. We do very well in school. We graduating our seniors. So that's what makes it fun. And you know, they understand they're student athletes. And this team is full of those kind of young people.
You've been around the game for a while. In your mind, what makes a winning football team?
Well, two things. I think first of all, you need to stay healthy, and that's just a real difficult chore because you have to know the difference between practicing, getting ready, and keeping them healthy. And number two, I think you need senior leadership, and I believe this team has real good senior leadership, and I think that gives any team a chance.
Obviously, the play of the quarterback is a key factor for a team looking to be on the rise. How has the new quarterback, Max Whittick, adjusted since the spring, and how has his leadership affected the team?
Max has done a tremendous job. You know, he's a transfer from USC. He's a fifth-year senior. He's been around a little bit, and he brings a certain amount of confidence to us and ability to make plays. I couldn't be happy with Max Whittick.
With the fall camp wrapping up, what is your gauge for the team's progress, and were you able to accomplish the things you wanted in fall camp?
Well, we'll see. We'll see when the game time comes. We spend a lot of time trying to gauge the where we are at with our team, both physically and emotionally. Right now, we feel good about it, but we won't know till we play that first game.
What is the biggest thing you take out of fall camp or the evaluation process of camp, and what do you look for?
Well, we don't do a lot of evaluating. We've done that in the spring. We look at the new players that come in. We feel very good about our depth chart. You know, again, we have to stay injury-free or a minimal amount of injuries, and we're just looking to progress as we leave fall camp and prepare for the games. We just have to go step by step and see where we go.
Unorthodox to some, you operated fall camp in what was termed NFL style. What were the goals in that approach, and how does it come to fruition?
Well, again, the whole idea was to try to stay healthy. You know, the NFL realizes that it's such a long season that they can't beat each other up in camp, and we've tried to do the same, but there has to be a level of physicality involved in the camp because football is very physical. So knowing that, trying to gauge that, all the coaches are very aware of it, and that's what we work at.
Have there been any players that have flashed or impressed you during camp, especially any newcomers to the
Well,
game?
there's been quite a few of them that have done very well. I don't know any. I don't know if I start naming names, I'll miss some. But I think a lot of guys have come back in good shape. You know, Devin Stubblefield didn't get a chance to play for us last year. Tui Eli on the offensive line is doing a nice job. Penatito Fa'alongo on the defensive line. We have a lot of guys that have stepped up, and guys that you need. That's the fun part of college football, is every 3 or 4 years things change, and you don't have a quarterback for 10 years. So we expect a lot of young people to step up.
Which position group would you say is set to make the biggest leap this season?
I don't know if I can name any one. I think the receivers are playing well. I think the DBs are playing well, the linebackers. I think for the most part, everyone has taken their game up a level. So again, we'll see on Thursday night what that all amounts to.
It's a long season, no breaks for 13 consecutive weeks. What is the mantra and the mentality that will keep the Rainbow Warriors stronger in this stretch?
That's a good question. You know, last year we hung together. I think the whole key, and we talk about this every single day. We don't care where we play, who we play, what time we play, what we wear. We're going to play as hard as we can play, and we did that all last year. You know, we play in 5 different time zones. I think that's been acknowledged. We start times. There's 13 games. There's 8 different start times. It's one that's 8, one that's at 1. So we just go play. We fit our schedule in, and we tell our young people it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Just go play as hard as we can play.